What up, dudes? This video that you're about to watch I actually filmed over a month ago when I was in Oregon. It's an LSD trip that I had. This was initially meant to be going on my main channel, but the dosage was not as high as what I thought it was. So the video didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to. And I didn't want to waste the footage. If you ignore the LSD part of it, it is basically just a really good vlog. So I had to share it on the channel. If you don't want to watch it, you can click away now. This is the type of content that'll be going on my main channel from now on. This was just the first version of it. I just wanted to test it out, see how it worked. Like, I've had this idea for a while and I wanted to try it. So the reason I made it is so that I can show people what happens when someone takes psychedelics, how they behave, what they think like, what they talk like, what they look like. Because there's a lot of negative stigma around it, and people think that they go crazy and they try and kill themselves, and no, it's not what happens. So I didn't say this in the video, but the dosage felt like 80 micrograms, 100 micrograms maybe. It was quite low. It was pretty low dose. So threshold dose is around 100, 120, 150. So it's below threshold, and you can tell throughout the video I'm not really tripping out. It's all just in my head. I'm not really seeing things. So yeah, please enjoy the vlog. This series is called Jason vs LSD. I'll be doing more of these with all sorts of psychedelics, so give the video a thumbs up at any point if you enjoy it. Please do leave me a comment. And again, if you don't want to watch this kind of content, if you see a psychedelic name in the title, don't click on it. I'll be doing vlogs, regular vlogs on the channel for the rest of the years, so don't worry. I also wanted to say before this starts that I uploaded a new video on my main channel. It's called Changing My Life in 1,825 Days. It's basically a 5-year montage because I've been on YouTube for 5 years now. I uploaded my first video in January 2012. The montage it's really nice. It's a really good vibe video. It's basically a compilation of every video I've ever made, so I'm sure you will recognize some clips. Please go watch it. I left a link in the description. Yeah, enjoy. Okay, I've just been charging my camera and my phone. The only reason I'm charging my phone is in case I need music to kind of calm me down. And also, if I get really lost and need GPS, I've got that. Let's do this. Jason versus acid. Let's try it again. We've tried to film this like 10 times now. Hopefully this is the one. Alright, we're going for a low dose. Go for 100 micrograms. I say low dose. It's a threshold dose, so it's a dose of acid. Like, it's not low. I can usually handle more, but seeing as I'm in snow and I'm on my own, it's probably not clever too. There's been like this colourful ring around the sun all day. And I haven't been tripping all day, so like, can you guys see it? I'm sure you can. I can see it on the camera, but like, right there. It's amazing. I don't know how it does that. There you go, it gives you a bit of an idea of how cold it is here. Okay, you see the sun right there? My path is right there. I'm very excited to do this. Alright, so first things I've noticed is my hearing has expanded. It's already wider and I'm only like 20-30 minutes into this. It's always interesting. I heard an icicle fall. That's what made me notice, was it like snapped off and fell pretty high up. Like, I wouldn't have heard it otherwise. But I knew exactly by the tinging and everything, I knew exactly what it was. So I just looked up and watched it fall. This winter is so much different to my winter. It doesn't make sense, I can't explain it, but this winter isn't the same. Like, I can handle this, I can't handle my own. I'm talking about Wales and Oregon, the difference. I think if I can figure out how to get permanent residency here, I'm definitely going to be living in Oregon. I like it too much to... I definitely think this is where I'll end up. But for now, I'm very happy traveling, going from place to place, figuring life out. Tripping in the woods. Okay, so I've set my intention for this trip, and that is, you should always set an intention for a trip. So my intention is, I would like to have a positive interaction with an elk. I don't think I've ever met an elk. There's elk around this place. And the second one is, I'd like to positively portray what a true acid trip is, because there's so much misinformation and there's so many just false videos out there that don't capture what it really is. Every trip's different, so I have no idea how this is going to come out, but I want it to be as true as possible so whoever's watching can understand. Check this out. That is an incredibly big tree. Tree falls in the woods. Do the elves dance around it? Can you guys see all these little tracks here? These look like deer or elk. Oh, by the way, this is my first time ever tripping in snow. My friend Livy did this once in Alaska, and it inspired me like so much. was like, dude, I've got to try that. I've never even thought about tripping in the snow. I usually avoid snow altogether, but I felt, seeing as it's December, it wouldn't make sense to film a trip in a desert, really. It would make sense to do it in the snow. And filming it gives you guys like my honest view of it all. Like, this is my first time experiencing all of this. I'm not hallucinating yet, but I can already tell my vocabulary's changing. I'm using different words. It's just another thing that acid does. Yeah, so this is my first time seeing snow in the state. The colour change, that's what it should look like, and then winter takes over. I don't know how else to describe this, but it's a fluffy tree. Wow, look at all that fluff. Wow, definitely never seen anything like this before. I need to touch it. Oh, it's all hard. Oh, there's icicles. Wow. My new friend. Oh, they're all like this. All the trees have got fluff on them. Wow. Hi, by the way. I'm Jason. Nice to meet you. Found a river. What is that device? It's like a spaceship. Mushroom. Mushrooms. When spirit leaves our body, are we still human? Or are we a different race? Are we a different species of thing? Are we spirit? Let me word that better. When we die, are we still human? Or do we leave our human existence and become something else? Become what we really are? I think the word human, and humans as a whole, is a disguise for what's real. I think we're hiding in these shells. This isn't what we are. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this on the video, but there's like a... You can tell it's human. It's like a mechanical noise. It's like a machine rumble. It's just like echoing, bouncing off all these trees. So I'm getting closer to some sort of human thing. Don't know what it is though. Okay, the second thing I'm starting to notice about the acid is it starts to make me hungry. So my stomach starts to rumble. I've only had a banana this morning, so like there's nothing in there really. Usually when I know I'm going to trip, I don't eat anything for like 24 hours. Just because whenever I trip, I always puke. My body's very good at looking after me. When it knows something bad's in, well not bad, when there's something that shouldn't be in there, or something that's scaring me, it'll reject it instantly. That's why I can't really handle mushrooms very well, because I puke those up quite a lot. Actually wait, no, I've only puked mushrooms once. Anyway, acid always makes me throw up. When I tell people that, they're like, really? But yeah, my body's just really good at rejecting it. And when it tries to puke it out, it's already in my system. You can't puke out acid. So, no matter what you see, you gotta deal with it. I'm just like looking at this tree. Like, can you even notice it? It's just covered in snow and stuff. But it's like a massive tree. Just collapsed in the wood. Here's something that some of you might find interesting. Some of you trippers out there. I can only eat fruit when I'm tripping. Like, my body doesn't like anything that isn't fruit or veg. Is that normal? I keep burping, so that's a good sign. The acid's in there. It's slowly sinking in. Again, like I'm not tripping or anything yet. It's just I'm getting this. I can feel my mind. It's already like expanding. My mind is expanding. I hope that all of you long-time V1I and V2I followers, I hope that you can understand that how much I've been wanting to film this kind of content. This is the stuff I've been wanting to make. I just haven't been ready, and a lot of things were getting in the way. But now I feel like I'm finally in a place in my life where this is what I have to do. This is what I want to do. I want to reach out to people like me. Yeah, basically I'm just trying to put my true, honest self out there, and then whatever bounces back, but I'm talking too much. Whenever I look, stuff is just tripping me out. Well, in a good way, like, I just look over to this branch, and there's a little mushroom just growing right there. Hello, mushroom. Look at this terrain, though. Wow. Wow. Frosty mushrooms. Frosty mushrooms. Wow. Guys, there's just mushrooms everywhere. Mushrooms is always a good sign that you're walking in a good place, because they would never grow in a bad place. I want to get away from that human machinery so I can listen to nature again. They've scared away all the birds. It's so amazing how everything just kind of falls together and builds this beautiful area. Like, this is all broken tree, but it looks like it belongs there. And that looks like that was meant to look like that. It's just like, everything just falls and makes sense. Also, I'm barefoot for a little bit. Just wanted to get a feel for everything. Ooh. Oh. Ah. Ah. I can't make bird noises. What are you? Don't know what that is. What does it say on it? Land Office Survey. Okay. I really hope now that you guys can understand why I wanted to come up here so badly. Because it's nothing like Wales, it's nothing like California. It's just amazing. It's kind of like a tame version of the redwood forest. Like, the whole of Oregon is like this. Just a tame version of the redwood forest. But I mean, tame, I use tame really loosely, it's not tame. This place is blowing my mind, man. All these massive trees just untouched. Like, humans don't bother coming up here. This all looks like frozen candle wax. I don't know what it is. It's probably bird mess from like really high up there. I don't know. It could be just tree sap. I don't know, man. Looks like candle wax to me. Look at this. Definitely noticed this before, but can you tell how the tree spirals as it goes up? See right there? Spirals. So does that mean that when trees grow, they don't grow just up like the way we think they do? Spiral. So imagine like a time lapse of watching a tree grow for like 100 years. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting from looking at that. Just come from there. Now there's this path, and also that path. I think I know where I've ended up. Do I look orange? Why are the colours all weird? Or am I just tripping? So I kind of had an idea where this path would lead. I didn't think it'd be that quick. There's a lake. And it's all frozen. Wow. Look at that. Wow. It's just a stick, but look at the way the ice is like formed around it. Whoa. Did you hear all that noise? That was all the birds floating away. Sounded so cool. So loud. At this point, I should be seeing like trails, for sure. And then with trails, you usually see breathing, so everything will breathe. But right now, all I'm getting is the auditory hallucinations. Sound is wider, nothing visual yet. Oh. Oh, no, I was wrong. I just haven't been paying attention. Okay, now that my vision's a bit wider, I can see, like now that I'm out of the woods and I can see where I've been walking, I started to pay attention to that mountain right there, and then it all started to breathe. I was getting worried then. I was like, no, I didn't bring the rest of it with me. I can't double dose. Well, I think I found my spot for a little while. I'm just going to sit on this log on the lake, just listen to the geese, and watch the mountain move. Humans make a lot of noise. Like, I heard that car coming the moment it reached there. and it just sounds like the lake must have amplified the noise, because I don't think it was actually that loud. There's another one. So loud. Well, I found the source of the noise. It's that thing. I don't feel like walking any further. It's getting... I hate to say this, but I think the acid wants me to go deeper. It doesn't like me like sitting on the edge of trips. It wants me to go down the rabbit hole. The last big trip I had was in August. 400 micrograms, probably more than 400 micrograms. I'm not even sure how much we took. Since that trip, I haven't really had a big acid trip. Like, I don't know why. Like, this is the third time I've dosed myself here in America. Maybe just the acid in America sucks balls, but... So I bought 6 hits of this stuff. This is the first acid I've actually bought out here. I've been given the rest. But even the other two were just like, they felt like I was microdosing. Like I took a dose, the same dose as everybody else, but it felt like I was microdosing. I wasn't getting the full trip. No, I think that's my mind, or maybe the acid, but I think it's me, and it wants me to stop playing around, and it wants me to go deep, because I'm kind of scared to go deep. Every time I go deep, it gets terrifying. I think that's what it's doing. I think that's what it is, and I hate that I have to admit that. I'm scared to go deep, like especially on my own, dude. The reason most of my trips go bad is because I do it on my own. I have no one there to ground me, and there's no in between. Like, you can't just take a hit and you're there, like most people can. I can't for some reason. For some reason I built up some sort of tolerance inside me. So now I can only do big hits. I don't think today's the day for a big hit. I'll have to find a different location, I think. Somewhere a bit warmer. Maybe the redwood forest. I'll film it too. I'll take 300 micrograms. I don't want to go for 4, because 4 is quite scary. So that's three times the normal dose. If it's just the acid, I'll know, but I'll know if I take 3. Otherwise, it's my mind trying to tell me something. It's like, no, you can't just have a nice little walk and film it. You can't do that. You have to go deep. I've got things to show you. Stuff that I'm repressing that has to come out. Who knows? Acid's such a mysterious thing. I kind of knew this was going to happen. That's why I've been like putting it off. Because I was like, if I just take a dose, it's not going to be like a dose. Like, I'm not even triggered right now. And I don't even do psychs that often. Like, the last time I did acid was the last full moon, which was weeks ago, it feels like. I was expecting to be filming this video tripping out, so I could show what it's like. So I had the come up. It felt like the come up. It wasn't too intense. I was like, okay, this is just a normal dose. I can handle the come up. I started late in the day. I was hesitating all morning, so you can clearly tell I'm not tripping. My eyeballs are completely fine. I feel it inside me. I feel it in my stomach. It's like, it's not happy. All I know is, if there's any trippers out there, and you've had this experience where you feel like you can no longer do threshold doses, you have to go for high doses. This is what pushes me away from acid very often. Like, I take big breaks, like 6-month breaks whenever I come off of acid. And I'm like, it's just so unpredictable. It's like, it's not like shrooms, it's not like anything else. I wish it wouldn't, because I really want to trip right now. I mean, it's such a beautiful place. I feel like my body's rejecting it. Okay, I found some rocks. I hope this makes the sound that I think it's going to make. Alright, let's try this. Nope. Oh man, it just went right through the ice. The ice wasn't thick enough. I was just expecting like a noise. I've never heard anything make that noise. If I couldn't see it, I wouldn't know it was a squirrel, or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to see if I've got any food for it. And just like that, my friend is gone. Did I just imagine that whole thing? No. No way. I find this really amazing. I've never seen frozen mushrooms before. Hey little guys. Oh, they're solid. Well, okay, so that definitely wasn't an elk. But whatever he was funny, and I can just call him Elk. So, little guy, Elk, my buddy. I don't know what animal that was. I've never seen or heard an animal like that. It was like a black squirrel. And he was just sitting there making all these funny noises because he didn't know I was around. He was like, oh, I'm just going to go about my day. No one's here. Ooba-dooba-doo. And then, then he noticed me. He was like, woo! Woo! And then he ran away. But he was running away so slowly. He was like, is that actually a person? What is that? What am I looking at? That was funny. I left him some food. Hopefully he finds it. Definitely hearing some trippy noises. Wow. I'm gonna watch that back and just watch my face going like, I'm definitely on acid. It's just very, very, very small dose. Again, this feels like a microdose. I'm comfortable enough now with this acid that I have to know that it's not gonna blow my mind. I'll be okay. So I'm just gonna go socialize on acid. See what that's like. I'll bring you along with me, but I don't know again how much I'm gonna be able to film because there's gonna be people and they're gonna be naked. Okay, so now I don't think I'm gonna be posting this video straight away to my main channel. I think I'm gonna hold on to it for a while until I get a better video. But this is a good experiment. This is a good demonstration of what can happen. You can just get dud hits and not trip out. My eyeballs, after about 3 or 4 hours, should be incredibly dilated. They should be like whoop. My sound should be a lot wider than it is. It is pretty wide. Like your senses are enhanced, so like you get like superpowers, kind of. Just for the trip, not for life. Your sight gets better. Like my sight's definitely good. Definitely noticing the fluffiness of the snow. But I know it has more potential. I know that if I was tripping out properly, I would probably be crying and stuff right now. Yeah, this is a good experiment. I can be like, okay, so I tried to film a video, 100 micrograms. Again, 100 micrograms really isn't very high. I don't know why I thought 100 would be a good idea. See, now like I might have messed up everything because I should have just taken 2 hits to begin with. There is much stronger stuff out there. And if you find it, don't play around with it, because I was so nervous because I thought this stuff was going to be crazy. I thought this stuff was going to be the correct stuff. I thought it was going to be strong. Anyway, but as I was saying before I started ranting over there, is this would be a good video to like play back. I'm sure I'll upload this eventually, but it'd be interesting to show you like the difference between an actual dose and then like a mishap. Like this wasn't supposed to happen. And yeah, it'd be interesting to show you the difference. I'm definitely not this coherent. I'm sure that's the right word. I'm not like, I can't use my body this well. And I can't use technology this well when I'm tripping. So to be able to like film an entire video right now shouldn't be happening. I should be having a lot of difficulty here. There's my flip-flops. Look. The weather here is so unpredictable. Like yesterday the sun was out, it was like snowing and stuff. Today it's just grey again. I don't know what time of day it is because I can't see the sun. It's just messing with me. But yeah, Oregon's beautiful. Like, no weather is bad weather here, so I'm very happy. And you know me, like I don't like cold weather, but not much to complain about here really. Completely on my own, wandering around. Why am I tripping out here? What is that? Oh, it's the snow between my hair. I was like, where's my dread bead all the way down there? Where is my dread bead? There it is. Man, that was tripping me out. I can see my snow through my hair. Okay, words, Jason, good job. And there we go. That little adventure's over. Now to go back to my camp. I feel somewhat defeated, but by looking at the weather, I don't think I'm missing out on much. Because like I would have been somewhere really far away, tripping out. The weather would have caught me. So it's probably a good thing. I mean, my body always knows what's best for me, even though I hate that so much. I hate that my body knows what it's doing. That looks so fun. It sounded so amazing. He was just like sliding along the ice, and then we waved at each other. Oh yeah, everybody in Oregon waves at each other. I mean, most people in Oregon, if you're walking past, just wave and they'll wave back. It doesn't happen in very many places. Like, Oregon's special. People they kind of get it. People get it. People get that people are important. Yeah, I was not expecting this, but I was expecting there to be water in there. That scares me every time. Oh, that's such a cool noise. Okay, so what I have noticed now that I'm on the walk back is I'm definitely getting I'm getting the energy that acid gives. I should start calling it LSD because acid's not a good name for it. I can definitely feel the energy that it gives, like my legs. Like, my legs just want to move places. I've actually been cutting my foot and I had no idea, just because I can't feel it. Not that my foot's numb, it's just it feels fine. I feel comfortable. My feet just want to walk. Yeah, I've got the energy, and I've got the enhanced like sight and hearing. It's just that I'm not jumping out. So now that I've just become aware of all that, it's like, this is really interesting. How can I use this to my advantage? Like, how can I make the most out of this? So now I'm just kind of observing things in a different way. Like, I'm not hallucinating at all. Just things look and sound a bit different. So here's something I just thought about. When I did acid in the desert, that was really cold. Like, I was so cold. The desert was colder than here. Like, this isn't cold. I don't understand. Maybe I'm just dressed a little bit better. I don't know, man. I had a lot of layers in the desert. That desert was cold. Ah, I've climatized. So taking me out of Santa Monica where it's really warm, putting me in the desert for a day and a night, that was really cold. I mean, only the nighttime was cold, the daytime was warm. I was like wondering why everybody else wasn't as cold as me. And I was like, dude, how do you do this? But now I've been here for a while, I'm climatized. I feel comfortable. It's also kind of nice knowing that at the end of this walk, I can just get in like some really hot water. It's kind of nice too. I just don't feel the snow. I don't feel any of this. Okay, now that I'm back at camp, the first thing I notice is, yes, I'm definitely tripping. Only slightly. My pupils are getting a bit bigger. But nothing's moving yet. It's just, things are different, okay? It's hard to explain it, but things are different. Music sounds good.
My mind is made up, don't confuse me with facts.
That was Terrence McKenna. So I've just eaten the second dose. Well, currently eating. I'm also making myself some food. It's going really slowly because I'm getting distracted. Music sounds amazing. I wish I could just stay here and listen to music, but I shouldn't. But I will for a little bit while I eat. Hello, rock. Was that always there? If it was always there, I wouldn't have noticed it. I think the sun is gone. It's my walk past here. Just have to stand here for a second and appreciate what is all that. It's really interesting. There's nobody here. No one. And it's like not dark yet. They all clearly know something I don't know. So they all got out of here. So it's meant to be a full moon tonight. Not for a few hours, you won't see the moon yet, but the moon usually comes up about there. It's just me and the camera, and whole lot of outside. I'm gonna try and use this as like a what are those things called? You know, like we're all sensory deprivation tank. I'm gonna try and use this like the same way as that. Try and meditate. Give you a little insight into how much of a mess everything is right now. What is going on with my hair? Let me turn that down for a bit. So, my flipping... What is going on? Breathe. I feel like I can hear all my pine cones. What is going on? Okay, right. So I found my camera. Let's put that over there. I want to kind of show you how much of a mess everything is. Well, my hair, obviously, this is the dose that I like. Now I'm in a comfortable place to actually enjoy it. I finally built my fort. It looks pretty good. I feel very comfortable, as you can probably tell. I'm tripping out pretty hard. Like, okay, so this is all I can see right now. It's just those two lights. But they're like lighting up this, which you can't even see because it's dark. They're lighting up that. And like that's tripping me out because it's so beautiful. My camera can't even handle it. Okay, so it took me a very long time to build this fort. Now that the fort is built, I'm just gonna play with some LEDs. Chill out in my car for a bit. Listen to some music. I'll explain some things later. Right now, I'm just tripping out. Hey, somebody else made it. Oh, what up? I'm really getting into like the flow of these things right now. Just really practicing. The little fuzzy things on the end of my camera right now are really tripping me out because they look like they're just curling and curling and curling. See, now this is something I'm only just noticing because I'm tripping, but the snow, look at the snow, it's all sparkly. Can you even see that? It's so sparkly. There's the full moon. That's what I'm here for. So I've only just like had the courage to like get out of my car. The moon's finally out. That's what I was waiting for. It was just too dark. Oh yeah, I was gonna explain this earlier. It was just too dark at the springs to like enjoy it. Like I didn't have any light source. Even now you can't really see much. At least the moon's finally out. If it clears up a little bit I might go back to the springs, but for now I'm quite happy just hiding in my car. I didn't expect the acid to actually hit me this strong. I guess that's what happens when you double dose. Anyway, I feel fine. I'm just a bit like just chilling in my little comfort zone. People have been like coming and going, and like that's kind of like been tripping me out. Yeah, there's been people coming and going. I've just been practicing my poi here in the car. The second one definitely hit because now I'm like actually getting visuals and stuff. It's not too crazy. I'm managing to like keep myself together. I wish I could go explore more, but it's just so dark, man. Not worth it. Go back in my car. Oh, my voice sounds weird. This always happens. Like when it just sounds so weird. Okay, so when I'm just messing with my own voice here. It's pretty fun. Do I like that light? Do I like this light? Okay, so when I don't talk or anything to anyone while I'm tripping, it just makes my own voice sound really weird and come out really weird. I don't know if you can even hear it, but it's weird. It's weird to hear my own voice like this. I don't know what's going on. Right, so I took a little break because there's people walking around outside, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna come out of my little den. I didn't say anything to them. I probably look really weird, but I peed. And I walked around in a circle in the snow. And then I noticed that if you shine a light on the snow, it glistens. Like everything glistens. I had no idea. If I had friends or the balls to do it, or a dog, I would happily go walk in the snow right now. But I'm on my own, and it's kind of scary. So, simply because I'm tripping. Like, if I wasn't tripping, I could probably handle this. But when you're tripping, it kind of brings out the child in you, and you get afraid of things easier. Like normal stuff. Like, I mean, normal people are gonna be afraid of like walking around in the woods at night. But then you add psychedelics to it, and it's like, it's a bit weird. It's a bit freaky. See, some people love that. I wish I was one of those people, but I'm not there yet. That's some hardcore stuff right there. I'm not ready for that. Just wander around in the woods. So I'm so lucky. This morning, found this friggin' torch. And I was like, there's a reason that this torch just ended up on my path. I'm sure someone left it, but... but if it wasn't for them leaving it, I'd have been screwed today. Because, I mean, tonight. Because I didn't know I was going to be tripping tonight. I definitely needed a source of light. Because I didn't bring my phone to the hot springs earlier. I'm kind of amazed that I actually made it back. Right, so I went to the hot springs. Yeah, then some people were like coming back from the hot springs and they were like, stay warm and stuff, just normal stuff. And I was like, okay, thanks. Because I thought there was going to be more people at the hot springs, but then I was the only one there. I was like, oh, whoa. It's like, there is no light anymore. It's nighttime. I'm the only one at the spring. So I tried like lighting incense and like, I found a candle, a little candle. I got out of the water. But then there's just like no noise. There was no people. There's no like. My mind was like taken over. It was like, okay, fine, we'll create something for you. So I was just in the water, trying to like. I felt like I couldn't feel my body. Like my body was just floating in the water. The temperature was so good. But then when I just wanted the option to open my eyes, and I couldn't do that because when I did it, all I saw was like just steam and smoke and nothing. I couldn't see what was in front of me. It was like so dark out there, so I kind of got a bit freaked out. Like I gave it a go for like an hour out there, and then I got dressed. And as I was getting dressed, a bunch of people showed up. And I was like, I'm already committed to like getting dressed now. So I got dressed and I hiked back, and I tried to film it, but because I was tripping, I could only hold my torch. Every time I tried to grab my camera, I slipped. So I was literally like falling over down the hill. So I was like, alright, this is not going well. What a weird vlog this is gonna be to edit. So this is what nomad life is like, the real thing. This is what happens when you put Jason inside a box for 20 days. This is only like day 5? I don't know how many days it's been. The daytime is fine. There's people coming and going and I can like talk to people and meet people, but... Right, so why am I vlogging right now? Okay, so if there's no noise going on around me, then my mind just wants to create noise and I don't like it. It just like, my mind can just create music or recordings of anything, like things that I've heard in the past. It can just start playing them to fill the noise, the space, the silence. It's just so crazy. For the sake of my sanity, just gotta keep playing music, man. Keep practicing my poi. Try and do some drawing. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be a good idea to double dose. Like, such an idiot. I'm just like afraid in my little car. I don't want to leave. I've definitely had some weird trips, but this one is my most fun because I can actually interact with my camera. I've had so many trips where I've just not been able to use this thing, and now here it is, and it's working. Surprisingly, wow. Did not anticipate how much battery usage I use because I just film nothing. Just me doing nothing. I waste so much battery. I hope by like day 8 or 9, I can finally be like, I get it. This is why it's so awesome, dude. This is why I'm doing it, man. I feel like day 8 or 9, that'll be me. But right now, I'm just like, got my food stored under there. I'm cold. Just gonna lie here, play with some lights. For some reason, I just like the idea of 20 days. I don't know if I could survive 20 days. Oh yeah, here's my problem. Right, okay, so living in this box, my camera doesn't have my camera. My car doesn't have USB chargers, so I can't charge anything while I drive around. Because otherwise, I've got plenty of gas. So I could just drive up and down and charge my stuff. There's no USB ports for anything. The only way I'm playing music is through like an auxiliary tape. It's not very good. See, I'm just like filling in the noise because I'm too scared of the world. See, if the stars were out and the moon's out already, man, it'd be so much fun. Go wander around the woods. Like, I don't want to have to like rely on my torch to see stuff. I want to just be able to like. This is something I can share though. Check this out. I built this little guy earlier. He looks pretty cool, hey. He's not very bright on the actual camera, but to me he's pretty bright. He's just chilling there, and then all these little hairs are coming off the dread thing, and like I can see them through the LED lights. They're like beep beep beep, tiny little microscopic hairs, but I can see them all. They're all like there. And they look so cloudy. So like, it's hard to explain what little fluffy things look like when you're tripping, but there's like a whole little universe of fluff. And it all moves too, because everything's moving right now. Anyway, right, so what I was saying is, my dreads look like that all the time. So I'd be like the first person to say it. Don't waste a trip. But I didn't mean to waste a trip. Like, I went out for my walk. I was gonna hike for a while until I realized, like, hey, there's nothing happening. I just didn't dose myself properly. And now that I've dosed properly, I'm afraid to go outside because it's dark. Don't be like me. Don't waste your trips. Do it in a sensible place. Go out on a mission to get the key back. Because the tape got stuck. Okay. I wish I could describe how beautiful the scratches are on my screen. Because, like, there's no damage to the actual camera, but, like, tiny little scratches. When I take away all the light, the LED can kind of come through the little cracks. And, the little scratches look like cobwebs and stuff. But it's so pretty because all the light is coming through. When there's no light at all, it's making its own light. Wow. And you guys will never be able to see it because it's coming through my screen. I'm not making it. I'm running out of bagels. I've got like 3 bagels left. Jesus is so weird now. He does drugs in his car. In the woods. What a weirdo. I bet that's what him and Drew used to do all the time. Yeah, it is. That's what me and Drew used to do all the time. I keep hearing sounds, but it's like, it's just me making noise because there's no noise. Okay, right. I'm saving my car battery for a while because I like I like saw into the future where I was like just chilling, and then all of a sudden my car battery dies. So like luckily I saw what was coming, and I stopped it. So my car battery won't die. Wish Drew was here. Oh yeah, gotta plug this in. Yeah, it sounds better just blocking my ears. I just thought of something else I wanted to add to this little, this whatever I'm making here. When I was outside for the little bit of time that I was out there, everything smelled like DMT. Everything. It was like throughout the air. That's all I could smell. Wow. It's like there's no sound, but there's so much sound. Basically, my hearing is just. It's really good. Oh. Oh my goodness. That's what I hear. It's my music. No way. It was my music, man. My hearing's so good. It's my freaking music. It's right. So this is like my new piece, and this is why I'm kind of obsessed with it. This is my new scarf, because my other scarf is that one over there. You've already seen that one a million times. Like, this is my new one. And I love it. It's pink on this side and blue on the other side, but both sides are good. I just really like it, man. It looks so cool when you trip in. It's like, it's very hard for me to fall in love with a piece of clothing. Just like this freaking poncho, man. It doesn't make any sense for my outfits. It doesn't fit any of them. It's a big red poncho. But I fell in love with it, and now I want to wear it all the time. And this has just become another piece of my collection. This friggin' scarf. I don't shop, ever. Like, I don't go into shops to buy anything. I don't buy clothes. Clothes kind of just fall into my life. And the scarf is one of them. Just wanted to say, for the purpose of this video, this is gonna be like my last update for now. I'm gonna go into my little sleeping bag hole. I'm gonna turn off all the lights. I'm just gonna enjoy the darkness and see what my mind can create. Peace. I just wanted to talk about the acid come down and like the trip in general. I was expecting one to have to do something, but I have quite a natural high tolerance to acid, so I probably should have dropped 2, but I dropped 2 too late. Sorry, I'm pretty stoned right now. I was expecting something to happen, nothing happened, so I doubled the dose, and then it got dark really quick because I didn't realize what time it was. I was just tripping in my car the whole time, and I feel like that's such a waste of a trip. Like, I didn't even get to watch the trees dance or anything, it was just too dark. And it was meant to be the full moon, and the moon was just covered in clouds, so I feel like it was a wasted trip. I don't really think I got anything out of it. But what I get from every trip is like, it kind of clears my head, it resets everything, which is really nice. It's like a refresh drug. So I got that, I got like the body refresh. But the next day I felt so drained. Like that often happens on acid, it just takes everything out of you because you use up so much energy during the trip. I'm gonna film my first video back in the redwood forest tomorrow. It's gonna be so cool. If I can remember to, I'm gonna film a clip of me climbing up one of the trees as high as I can go, like up the bark. I think I can do it. Oh, what I love the most about these freaking trees is that, like, all the leaves are at the top, so you just have massive trunks and you feel so small. Like, these things are huge. I also love these ferns that grow underneath them because it looks like Jurassic Park. I just wish there was some animals here. Oh, I heard a bird. Hey, what up, bird? I think I filmed what I wanted to film. Sweet. Oh, my eyes look high, crap.